Hello all, Cynthia here, welcome back. Today I'm working on another 12 by 12 process layout, and I'm just showing you there that it's I'm using papers from the Kitaholic kit, March kit, and these papers are gorgeous and it was very hard to have to cut into them. So I'm just going through and having a look to see which photos I think, which papers will go with my photos, which the photos are of my husband and our son jumping off the roof of our boat. So our son's 7 and this was the first summer that he was brave enough to jump off the roof. So he did extremely well. I thought, hubby did it first and then our son did it next. And then I thought, oh well, mum better go and do it too. So I put the camera down and went to jump off, and I tell you what, it was a little bit scary. I did hesitate half a dozen times. I went to go, no, and turn around and go back again, no, I just couldn't make myself do it. And I initially said, nope, not doing it. And then I thought, oh, come on, Cynthia. If your 7-year-old son's picked up the courage to do it, you better do it. So I just turned around and off I went. And it was very much fun. So I've chosen that background paper and I think it's absolutely beautiful. It kind of reminds me for some reason rather like an undersea, coral and little fishies swimming around, and so I went with that one. And then I've used that really colourful zigzag chevron-y, arrowy type of paper to mount my layout on. Having a look here to see whether I can use any of the stamps, and I don't believe, oh yes I did, I just used one right at the end. I do a little bit of stamping, it's only a small amount though. So going through the ephemera pack here, Wild at Heart is it called, and just picked out or chose anything I thought might go with this layout. So obviously I got rid of all the, the pink flowers and most of the pink ephemera, as it is of the two boys. And now I just like to lay it out so I can actually see what I've got to work with, and I go from there. So you can see I've already put that frame on the bottom left there. This is a different design and layout for me. It's very just different. I'm just not used to laying my photos like that. So I struggle for a little bit, and then in a moment I pull out the other frame that is in the pack and I put it up in the top left, just there where I'm working, and it seems to make things come together a lot quicker for me. So here I go. I've decided that, you know what, I need to kind of balance it off. It's a pink frame, but a kind of nearly a corally red colour, so I'm going to make that work. How has everyone been? I hope you're all well and wonderful and managing to do a little bit of scrapping or whatever it is that floats your boat. This week here in Tassie, the weather has been just divine. So I think on my last process video I said the whole weekend rained, and it did, but the whole week So today is Thursday, and the whole week so far has been high 20s, low 30s, and it's meant to carry on over the weekend as well. So that's going to be wonderful. So absolutely loving all the beautiful ephemera that's in this kit. As I say that, I thought to myself, you know what? I've got a new process in place that I now take the layouts. When I've done the layout, when I've completed it, I take the layout and sit it beside the bed, because I always do the voiceover sitting on the bed. So then I can grab the layout and read what the labels say or what the journaling says. So I thought that would be a perfect plan. But today it is a bit after 5 a.m. in the morning. Everyone's in bed, and I thought, I better do a voiceover. So I'm sitting on the couch out in the lounge room, and the layout is in the bedroom. So I hope you can read what the tags say. I know that one says happy, something happy. That's about all I can read. I think one says something about you're my sunshine. Vaguely remember putting something like that on. So I'm really liking the way this layout's coming together. Popped up a couple of the different ephemeras there. So you saw me pop up that happy, and now I'm popping up this piece here that I think says you are my sunshine. Slowly but surely getting through the last of my little foam squares. And before I stick that happy down, I know I want to do a little bit of journaling up on those tags up there, and the one down on the bottom left as well. Here I go, I start to do that. I think I trimmed that little bit out. And I'd love to tell you what I wrote, but I don't have the layout here in front of me, so you just might have to freeze frame it. It was something around what I spoke about already, how Edward was so brave to jump off the roof of the boat, and how I was a little bit chicken. I was a little bit scared, but I did it. So our boy often likes to go swimming, and he likes to swim around the boat and, hang on to the anchor chain and swim down the anchor chain. And it kind of scares me a little bit. My mind starts thinking about what's in the water. But I have to be super brave because, I don't want to pass my fear on to our boy. So I've got to pretend I'm all cool and I'm calm with the situation. And I quite often say to him, "Oh, do you want to go back now?" And he says, "No, Mum, let's go here." And I'm like, "Oh." And he wants to swim further and further out into the ocean. I'm thinking, "Oh, can't we just go back to the boat?" But so yes, have to suck it up at time and carry on. Now, as you can see, I've titled this Geronimo, as Eddie jumped off, he yelled out Geronimo, which happens to be his favourite song at the moment. So we pretty much listen to that most mornings, even though it's quite an old song now. He still loves it. So, and I actually happened to look up the definition of Geronimo while I was doing this, and apart from the fact it's the native Indian name, it is also a war cry that what are those people called when they jump out of planes? Parachuters used to cry or yell out when they were jumping out of a plane during World War II, I think it was. So I kind of thought, well, it's appropriate. He's jumping, not out of a plane, but off a boat. So He nailed it. There you go, a little bit of history, a little bit of information, which you probably all knew. So just go and having a look at the back of the collection pack there to see if there's anything else I can add. So I want to fill in that little gap just there, but the only things I have left are blue, and I don't want to use blue. So this is where I pull out the stamps and see what I can put in down there. I'm looking for actually looking for that coral pinky colour, but I really don't have anything that I can use, so I'm thinking, what can I do? How can I make it work? Tapping that pink round label, but I know it's too big and the wrong shape. But trying to come up with a solution. Where have I gone? Disappeared. Here we are. So I've gone to have a look at some of the branding strips to see if I can use any of the branding strips, and I really like that says Wild at Heart, and I think that goes quite well with this layout, and I'm pretty sure I do put one on. Yeah, I do put it on, but not there in the end. But the branding strip has given me an idea, so I go back to the papers and I pull out this paper and cut the branding strip off the bottom, and that's where I'll do my stamping. I cut away from that because it's a little bit fiddly because I had to mishmash some of the words, but it says something along the line of love my boys, I think it says, which it really was. I had to paste it together from a few different stamps and it was a bit tricky, but I got there. I really like getting the stamp set in this month's kit. I'm not a big stamper. I do own a few stamps and I admire people that have stamps, but it really is forcing me to use a stamp, so I've really enjoyed it. So it looks like I'm nearly coming to the end. I've got those couple of little photo corners in the wood grain. I'm just going to stick both of those on, sticking down the last of these little bits and pieces. And I'm pretty sure I come back in a minute with that, what did I say that I put on before that? The Wild at Heart, which is the brand of the paper, or the name of the paper collection. I'll put that on there. Just trimming down the page, and I'm going to mount it on this backing paper. I can't remember whether I left it. Yes, I did leave it that side in the end, didn't I? I thought about the chevron side, but I flipped it and I used this. I think it just seems to make it pop a little bit more. So there's the branding strip of the paper that I backed it in, and I'm just going to use a little bit of that on the actual layout itself to give it some cohesiveness. Oh, that was a big word for me, and I think I got it right. Right, this is expert opinions are coming in now to tell me whether I should or should not put the branding strip down the bottom. Better with or without? And of course my son said, oh, it should go up here, Mum. So I put a little bit up there, which I think works quite well. Repeats that element up the top too. Layout's getting very close to finishing, so thank you very much for watching. Please leave me a comment if you have any questions. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, and would love it if you would subscribe. That would be fantastic. There we go. I stick that one down there, and that's definitely the end of the layout. So once again, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate all the comments and likes and the thumbs up. Everyone have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye.